How much do you know about the negotiations going on and about the 50 houses?
Okay, as far as I know about the negotiations in the 50 houses, last time we did talk to the city, we had agreed to the 50 houses.
Yes.
Today's supposed to, I think we're supposed to talk to them again to finalize negotiations on that.
Yep. I believe that's 5:30 today.
Yeah. Now, we don't know exactly how that's going to go. It could go good, it could go bad. It could turn into another day of negotiations after that to try to get everything finalized.
We still want to talk to the city. We're still talking to the city. Negotiations are still ongoing. And they're civil. And, we do make progress, as they see on both sides. And we're willing to compromise. Like I said, 50 houses, street stays open.
Yeah.
I know what the encampment tells me. I'm not a part of that. I really don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure my presence there would be a good thing because I have too much of a mouth and I'm real quick and sharp with my tongue.
Do you think they'll get the 50 houses?
Oh, they got them.
They got them.
That from what I'm understanding, that's a done deal.
Okay. I've heard from the city that it is not a done deal until there's an eviction date for the camp.
Well, they can't set an eviction date until they can agree on 50 properties.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be able to agree on 50 properties when the city, they're showing them properties that should actually be demolition. They're not properties that should be, that you should be trying to move a homeless encampment into. And they're like affordable housing. Well, this is affordable. That thing's got to be rebuilt. That's not affordable. And we definitely can't give you an eviction date, a move-out date for the encampment if that's the stuff you're going to show.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of it is about rebuilding the houses, fixing them up.
Yeah, that's what's going to come next. And I'll be there to volunteer and help any way that I can.
Yeah.
But they need to give them units that don't need a complete overhaul.
Okay.
If it just needs some indoor remodeling or maybe some plumbing or something fixed, that's one thing. But the videos and the pictures of the ones I've seen, these things are falling down literally.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, right? The beginning of negotiations, they offered us 15 houses.
15?
It's almost 200 people sleeping out here, bro. There's no way 15 is an adequate number. For real, 50 not an adequate number, for real. We talking about comfortably housing hundreds of people. And then they went up to 25.
Yeah.
It's like nowhere in the world we taking 15 houses.
Yeah.
So they shoot us up a number to 25. Be like, oh no, they playing. Because for real, we know how many properties, I've been scouting properties, and we've seen over 50 properties already in the last 3-4 days of just scouting properties since this negotiation's been going through.
Yeah.
So we shoot a counter offer for 150 houses.
You shot down an offer for 150?
No, we shot a counter offer.
Oh, you sent an offer for 150?
for 150 houses. In hopes to at least for them to meet us at half at 75.
Yeah.
Because we felt like 75 was a safe number to say if we acquired 75 homes at this present time, we at least have enough for the elderly, the mental health. Because you got to keep in mind, nobody keeps in mind about what type of traumas people go through out here.
Yeah.
So we dealing with people with drug addiction, mental health issues, all types of stuff that we got to take in consideration when we housing people. So we asked for 150 in hopes to get 75. They ended the phone call. The housing authority ended the phone call when we shot 150. They said, no way under the world. No. We're giving you 150 houses. Hung up the phone and we thought negotiations was over. So, we run back. We planning protest now. What we going to do to protest this because they hung up the phone and it's clear they don't want to give us what we asking for.
Yeah.
And just some random, I guess we had the streets barricaded around last Thursday they came down.
Yep.
So I guess it was a nuisance to whatever is going on between this block and this block.
I think they're trying to build a bike lane.
Absolutely nothing going on right now. So I guess
so once they freed up 22nd,
yeah,
you stopped talking so much?
No, I mean that the 50 houses was the reason 22nd Street got freed up. So
they agreed. They
offered because they hung up the phone and they called randomly a day and a half later with the offer for 50 houses, but they wanted the promise that the barricade would come down. So we took the barricade down in good faith. That they gonna at least deliver that, because at least with the 50 houses we can house, like I said, we got elderly residents, we got mental health residents, we got even residents here who bring their kids out here from time to time because they can't find housing, or in the shelter they don't feel comfortable when they come out during the day. So so we hoping for it, even though we as residents, activists, coalitions, we don't even feel like it's an adequate number. Like it's
yeah, you're kind of playing their game. You're doing what you have to do.
You got to, I mean, because at the end of the day, they gonna make it hard for you. They always do.